session is over. Please get ready for the team intro. 今天比赛日第3场比赛，北京大学对阵浙江大学，比赛马上就要开始。为您介绍双方运动员及教练员。Let me introduce the players of both teams. 首先为您介绍浙江大学。Ladies and gentlemen, first bring team 浙江 University. Number 0 0号曹思杰。Number 2 2号刘秋实。Number 6 6号邵鹏宇。Number 7 7号张昭宁。Number 8 8号刘凯博。Number 11 11号徐子明。Number 15 15号牛彦博。Number 16 16号丁晓峰。Number 22 22号王鑫。Number 25 25号袁海洋。Number 34 34号张选瑞。主教练 The Head Coach 马维平。助理教练 Assistant Coach 何浩天。再次欢迎浙江大学。接下来为您介绍北京大学。Let's bring team Peking University. Number 5 5号陈世宇。Number 6 6号昂萨尔穆和雅婷。7号 Number 7 刘奇龙。Number 8 8号刘硕任。Number 10号傅静博。Number 11 11号李佳瑞。12 12号邓奕豪。Number 14 14号王浩林。Number 19 19号段振廷。Number 21 21号汪志鹏。Number 24 24号张宝文。Number 31 31号熊俊杰。主教练 Head Coach 王丽。助理教练 Assistant Coach 张健马振宇。再次欢迎北京大学，请双方运动员相互致意，并向观众致意。It's time to shake hands and show love for the fans.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. Welcome back, everyone, to our live official coverage of the AUBL, the Asian University Basketball League, an inaugural league which attracts top quality basketball universities to compete in the first year of competition. History starts now. This is a pilot competition, and God willing, it will lead to a more expanded version of this competition in the years to come, and looking for longevity, looking for as forever as you can. If you're just joining us for the very first time, it's Ben Ibrahim and Taylor Chen on the broadcast, and we are privileged to be your voices for this amazing tournament. But very, very shortly, in the next 2 minutes and 50 seconds, it will be game on. Crew Chief Julian Scott, Oliver Angales, and Si Yu Feng are our 3 referees for today. Julian Scott being chief crew referee. And they've done a very, very good job fist pumping all the time. Don't forget, they do not have the instant replay system. And the starting 5 for Zhejiang University is Zhao Xiujie, Xiao Pengyu, Ding Xiaofeng, Yuan Hiyang, and Cheng Shui-rui. For the University of Beijing or Peking, the Liu Qilong, Ansar Muhiati, Dian Yihao, Wang Haoling, and Wang Zhepang. Starting 5 for this very, very, like Taylor Chen said, big and powerful team. These guys would have problems in economy class, Taylor Chen, because of the lack of legroom.
No kidding, even with the extra legroom on the airplane, I don't think that's quite enough for either one of these teams. But gotta say, Beijing University is definitely stacked. Again, we gotta swing it back over to Beijing University's matchup against Konkuk. That was quite an exciting matchup to watch. And again, we've got the reversal of the group play here. Right now we're seeing Group B later on, or we're seeing Group A right now, and then after that it'll be Taiwan and Shanghai for Group C.
Yeah, no, that's really another very, very good game because Shanghai is playing for survival as well. You know, they lost, and not many people expecting them to lose on the first day, but it is what it is. It was a very, very tight game. The first two games of day one, 2 days ago, feels like 2 nights ago because this competition is just sailing by. But yeah, Konkuk University, they gave it their all, shot quite well. But again, the size, I mean, I really, really like one of their other players for the University of Beijing team, you know, number 12, Din Yihao. He's just so athletic, strong. I mean, really, really good footwork and a great two-way basketball player. Got a bit of a temperament on him as well.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't taking any lip from the Konkuk team, and he let him have it, and the referees had to pull him back and say, look, young man, if you do that again, you're going to get a card, and it's not going to be a Gong Hee Fa Chai card.
Yeah, head coach Wang Li definitely noticed that and pulled him back a couple of moments and had to pull him back to the bench a couple of times during that game as we get ready for Game 3 of Day 3. If you caught on those first 2 games, well, we saw, again, it's about small wins, and it was cool to see that AUBL finally seen its game where, you know, we've reached 100 points. And also, you know, great gameplay amongst different regions of the general Asia area.
Well, speaking of that, I mean, like, I know a lot of the Asian university teams in the other regions will be looking at this and say, hey, this could really, really work, and this could give us some, you know, lengthen our basketball careers if we can sort of marry our basketball careers with our, you know, academic aspirations. That'll be really, really good as well. I mean, that is the Asian dream, to get educated, to finish university, but that's the athletic dream for the players. They want to play basketball as long as they can if they can get some experience, because not every country has a club structure, but if they have a university collegiate structure, an international university collegiate regional structure, well, there you go. So about to jump it up is Wang Zhepang, number 21 for the University of Beijing. And he'll be up against the big and very solid Zheng Xuerui. So I'll be focusing on the University of Beijing team, and my partner, Taylor, will be focusing on the home team from Hangzhou. But they're going to jump it up once again.
It's a reset.
Reset the clock. And it is University of Beijing. Well, Peking in action. The boys in red against the hometown team in white off the skip pass. Mr. Mongolia. Quick pass, release, no look. The look away pass. Sussing it for the 3, goes for the 3, in and out. But they get the ball back, well done, good hustle. That's one thing good about this, their bigs. Very quick and mobile. And very disciplined, backing on the spin, upstairs, yes, kisses glass. And it's in, Beijing on the scoreboard. University of Beijing, and that was scored by Wang Zhepang.
Yeah, outsmarting Zhang Xuerui under the paint. Xuerui has got a tall task to guard, 21 from Beijing side. He passes it on to number 0, Cao Sijie. Driving in from the left, trying to find some help. And once again, with the handle, Zhang Xuerui. Too short, though. Back to Beijing. Oh, mishandle of the ball. It's still Zhejiang's possession. A skip pass out for the wing. And the shot from Cao Sijie is no good. But again, they get another chance. Ball gets fumbled out of bounds, and Beijing University ball.
Well, it's really impressive right there. But even though they didn't get the basket there, Taylor, you know, Zhejiang really hustled there, getting all the rebounds, hustling. And a little bit unlucky not to get a bucket, but here come Beijing. And feed up again, second kiss of the glass, but he was protesting to the referee that was a foul. That was Zhepang.
Yeah, that was a mouse in the house moment. 21 outside Zipeng is an easy bunny shot for him. He's got back-to-back buckets. for the men in red. And once again, Beijing ball.
Jia, he's big defensive unit as well, who was blocking a lot of shots yesterday. And they bring it up court. They've had majority possession at the start of this game. High screen by the number 14, Hao Ling. Hao Ling posting up on the spin. Double teamed. Lost it. Regathers.
Ooh.
Oh, nope. It goes back into the hand of the white opponents in white.
Losing it here. Zhejiang University coming back. Instructing. There's number 6 cutting down Xiaopo Yu. Trying to be patient with it, but again, there's a lot of size in the paint, and now everyone is packing the paint, and there's a big breakaway pass.
On the spin, turn and the burn, and hammer down, baby. That is the hammer of Beijing. The Great Wall of China, the great hammer of Beijing. Dian Yihao with a jam.
Yeah, Zhejiang still have yet to make a basket in the game. There's almost 3 minutes in, catch and shoot, hesitates and gets called travel.
Well, it was either a travel or a double dribble. It was a travel.
That was Ren Haiyang's turnover. So more turnovers than points for Zhejiang University.
Beijing University of Beijing controlling this thus far. All their points coming in the paint. And looks like they just want to put a bully ball here. Strong, strong turn. Points in the paint again. And get it to their bigs in the low post. And they will finish it off for some effective production.
Yeah, classic Cuba collegiate ball there. Zhang Xuanrui doing his best. He's very low to the ground, but there's only so much that you could do. That is Wang Zipeng.
Hao Ling with the rebound earlier. And now they're just stretching the floor a little bit. Here's Hao Ling. Great movement, but as I say that, nope, good disruption right there by Peng Yu of Zhejiang. Zhejiang, should I say? Inbound. Out. Releases for the triple. Hao Chou. What a nice, nice shot. Timeout called. And the three-point shot by Angsa Muhiyati. And they are off to a flying start, the University of Beijing, Taylor Chen.
Yeah, it's off to the races for Beijing University. 11-0 run, not good for the men in white, as head coach Ma Weiping of Zhejiang University calls for their first time out, wasting no time. We're just about 4 minutes into the game, too.
No, I mean, I didn't expect this. I thought it'd be a lot closer. The crowd slowly filling up. Don't forget, it's only 5:05 in Hangzhou. So, you know, Pete, like you said, Taylor, people coming after work, school and all of the above. Hopefully this stadium will be jam-packed full or as close to full. But again, they're just getting to the low post in the paint, getting on the inside. And that's how they've scored 11 straight points. Look at this, strong. That's just power. And full credit to them. But I know the University of Beijing culture, they are not going to be, you know, sit back and complacent. That's Wang Zhepang, 6 points, 1 assist, and 3 of 3 from the field, and all of them he's scoring deuces. So he Wang Zhepang, 21, 12, Dian Yihao, and Wang Haoling, and Angsa Muhiyati. That's a nice problem to have if you have those kind of 4 players.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 34, Zhang Xuanrui's got a lot of work cut out for him as they running a man-to-man defense. And 34, he's doing try as he might. He's got the tall task to guard Wang Zipeng in these instances. Now they heavily rely on Xuanrui, so I don't know. Head coach of Zhejiang might have to be conservative with Xuanrui. Goes in for the long 2. Zhejiang's ball still as they call foul on number 7. That's going to be Liu Qilong.
So holding foul inbound for the boys in white.
14 seconds on the shot clock from the baseline. There's a pass to number 12, Deng Yihao.
Stolen, and here they come to the races. Thought about a Euro step, but there was a bit of Hangzhou traffic in front of them. Up top, handoff. on the wing, in the lane, drives through the lane and gets it to go. Fantastic stuff. That's his second bucket of today, Mr. Angsa Muhiati.
Yeah, Muhiati's really good about moving. He shook off his man despite Guan Shunrei helping on defense. They still get the bucket. Shunrei trying to get his first. No good. It's a 13-0 run for Beijing University. Here comes a drive in. Nope, still can't crack that goose egg.
It's absolute rejection, and that was a good foul. That was a very, very good foul by Peng Yu, because the management student, because they were off to the races to get another bucket. And I feel sorry for Zhejiang University. They're really trying to stick with it, but the weapons that University of Beijing has, it's just, well, a bit too hot to handle. Early days yet, we are almost at the first, or the halfway point of the first period. This is looking a bit predictable.
Now,
posting up on the spin to the rim and one. He gets the hoop and the harm. And is that an injury? He tweaked his knee there a little bit, Mr. Wang Zhepang. Let's have a look at this on the spin. Puts the spin move on his opponent, the big fella, Cheng Shui Rei, and he's at the line for the extra. Already, Taylor, 8 points.
It's not really good signs for Zhejiang University. Again, as I mentioned before, Zhang Shenrui, he's got a lot of work. You see him trying to guard the Beijing University students, and as well as trying to make buckets, but nothing is falling, and he's just he got put into the spin cycle earlier, so he might be pretty worn out, and it's not good because Zhejiang still has yet to make a bucket. As we're coming back to it, Cao Sijie at the top. There's 15 seconds on the clock. Now we're hearing Binjiang Gymnasium's fans going. 9 seconds on the clock. You got to make a move, and
no joy.
Yeah, jumper does not fall.
Transition, drives the lane, euros it to the cup, not quite. Better defense.
Yeah, let's see Zhejiang bringing it back. Here's a breakaway. It's 3-3, and there you have it, folks. Well, better late than never. They get the bucket at 4 minutes, 27 seconds. That's thanks to number 8, Liu Kaibo.
Well, 8 is a great number in Mandarin culture. Shoots for 3. Bang! Hao Chou again, way from the outside. Wang Hao Ling.
And he still had time to slick back his hair in that moment.
It's all about style.
Oh, yeah, you got to. 19-2 now, Beijing with the steady lead. And Shunrui, he's at the top from the wing, handing it off to his counterpart, drawing a foul right next to crew chief Julian Scott. And another foul call on Liu Qilong.
Look at the coach. He's just trying his best, Ma Wei Pang. And just trying to inject some confidence into this team. But the physicality of University of Beijing, that is a force to be reckoned with. Taylor Chen.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always great to watch in slow-mo or on those replays. And there's a trap. They have to reset. And here he comes for the bucket, trying to beat the buzzer. And they do get a foul call in their favor. It's 23's personal, or not 23. It looks to be 24, actually. Zhang Baowen's foul, as Liu Kaibo is at the line. He's now got 2 points and 1 rebound, making it 3.
Well, he scored all the production for them at the moment.
He's putting the work in. He's earning his dinner tonight. 3 minutes, 42 seconds, and Zhejiang with only 3 points.
They break the second shot, and Chen brings it up. High screen, good high screen. Thought about the 3 as he was eyeing for the shot. Getting low, double team, around for another 3-point attempt, and it doesn't go down.
Yeah, thank their lucky stars. Zhejiang was hoping that Muhiati would not make another 3, and a Hail Mary shot draws a foul, and he will get 3 chances at the free throw line. It's going to be Muhiati's first personal foul.
Muhiati wasn't very, very happy with that, but he has no complaint, nothing to complain about. There was so much contact on this one. Let's look here. Yeah.
Yep. Got into his space there. So that's going to be Ding Xiaofen at the line.
Gotta hit those.
Wait, maybe we should just not say.
We keep quiet?
Just keep quiet. He's put in 7 minutes, 0 for 1 from the field. Second one is good.
Well, as they say in my country, give chance. So we keep quiet by, that's our way of giving chance.
Well, while we wait for the third one, let's just give credit to Zhejiang University. They have held 23 Cubal Southeast regional titles. So they are the Southeast King, but they are facing the Northeast Kings as well.
Kings indeed. Muhiyati with the ball, with the package off the screen. Staying with it, Muhiyati releases to the corner, but travel violation. Too many steps by Wang Haoling. So back to the Hangzhou team.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Zhejiang University is located in Hangzhou. So again, we're talking about hometown team. Hopefully the crowd, they are funneling in here as we have a good recovery. There's the drive in the middle. Too strong outwards. It goes back to Beijing.
Really packing the paint, especially at the low post. So that's why they're getting those defensive rebounds, University of Beijing. And then they just quickly set it up. Look at them here. They're so organized. Takes the midi, and the midi is good. Angsa Muhiyati heating up. Someone put a heater on him at the moment because he's shooting from all over the place.
Yeah, Zhejiang can't seem to put out a fire in Muhiyati. If he's not making threes, you bet he's going to get those buckets. And there's a two-piece for Zhejiang University.
It's a nice driving layup, but the transition of Beijing University is so quick. They are, like you say, Taylor, they smell blood up. Couldn't get it, put back with a tip, no. Oh, gets it back off the steal. Fantastic hustle, comes up with the stolen goods. And that was Zhang Baowen.
Yeah, gets a steal and a bucket. Stacking up his stats there in that possession. Less than 2 minutes to go. Zhejiang University, he pulls up for the three. Woof, that is Air Mail Express.
Yes. Baseline, redirects from the outside. Where's the screen? He said, I need a screen, give me some separation. Not the best screen, but he pulls it for the two, off target.
Got a Zhejiang player ready to take the board, and he's bringing it in. Ren Haiyang for the bucket. No good, though. Valiant attempt, but here's a breakaway, and here comes the in for Ansar Muhiyati.
It's like they're video game players. They're just moving around like a video game.
Yeah, really.
It's like in sync, like you can't control it. I mean, wow.
This is basically what we're seeing from Hong Kong University. The counter team really knowing how to move the ball well. Zhejiang University only with 1 assist.
Good
and
steal.
Desperately trying to make the shot there, but it's going to be hard up against Beijing.
Off the steal there, lost the package. Okay, this should 2-on-1 situation.
Here comes number 8, Liu Kaibo, bucket in putback for Zhejiang University's own.
Well, this is a bit of a late charge by Chen up and in.
Yep, that's a bucket made. You see that last screen grab, Ren Haiyang making the putback. That is number 8's personal foul, Liu Shuoren. Liu Kaibo's first is good.
Kaibo is the leading scorer for the Zhejiang team. He's got, I think that's his 6th point.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Make that 7. So he is the production man of Zhejiang at the moment, but University of Beijing racing like a racehorse runner. And referee said nope. And Julian Scott says blocking foul. 2 shots. Let's have a look here. Yep. As he took off with him. Shouldn't have taken off with him. Feet planted on the ground. Oldest trick in the book. And rims out. This is Chen Se-yu. Played 5 minutes, 1 rebound, and gets the point.
25 seconds.
Sorry, you said we said it together. That's
Jinx, you owe me a giant bucket of water because I don't drink Coke. Anyways, back to it. 18 seconds left on the clock, and whistle blows for a foul call on number 24, Zhang Baowen.
A coach is smiling. Do you ever?
That's not a good smile, though.
No. Is that a sarcastic smile at his players?
Oh, it's a smile where it's like, I'm gonna give you heck. That's what I'm gonna give you later on. At the line is number 0, Cao Sijie.
He's also a management student at his university. A lot of them study management or sports management / sports science. And who got the last touch?
Out of bounds, it looks like to be Zhejiang's possession.
Yeah, with 14 on the clock, so they will go. Chance for them to get some more production, and I hope they do because we don't want a blowout. We've had a blowout today.
Yeah, Cao Sijie at the baseline, 14 seconds, reset, and oh, that is an ambush block by number, let's see, it was a great block attempt by Liu Shuoren.
Shuoren, yeah, number 8. Oh man, he's massive.
Yeah.
He's huge. He's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man.
And lanky. These guys are very lanky.
Collects the press, the full court press, trying to break their rhythm. Gotta get over half court. They do. In the lane, Euro step. Nobody there. And that's the way the period ended. A really hot flying start by the University of Beijing. Some hope for Zhejiang University as they came back and made some buckets and played, well, tried to press the University of Beijing. But at the end of this first quarter at the Beijing Gymnasium in Hangzhou, it is the home team who are trailing by quite a bit. But you know what, Taylor Chen, I'm being optimistic and positive. I love close games. I never want to see a blowout game. We called a massive blowout game today between Hakuo and the University of Hong Kong, and that's never nice to see that one team getting blasted away. But the first period score, University of Beijing 26, Zhejiang University 9. And we are over 1 minute away. Stats, Taylor, tell us what we can see and what we can't see.
I mean, oh my goodness, talking about that 13-0 run, it took Zhejiang University over 6 minutes to get their first official basket. Now, their first points made were just free throws, and that was just really ticky-tacky fouls made by Beijing University. But you know what, circling back to what you were talking about with the blowouts, but you never know with these games. We certainly had quite a few comebacks, you know, coming from the third quarter, major turning points in the third quarter, or even really highlight reels in fourth quarter comebacks. So you never know, maybe we'll still get a show here, especially for the hometown crowd here at Beijing Gymnasium.
And the crowd, as we're watching these highlights, the crowd is really filling up. I mean, yes, as we get closer to 6 o'clock, where it is after hours and people can't leave work, I think the crowd will be here to support their home team, the Zhejiang University team from Hangzhou, taking on a giant tonight in the People's Republic of China Collegiate Basketball, which is the University of Beijing. That man, number 21, Wang Zhepeng, with 9 points, 1 assist, 1 block, and he's perfect from the field. He has not missed one single shot. Looks like they're having a bit of conversation and laughter here. Maybe
have to have a laugh about it.
Maybe Cheng Shui Ray is just saying, take it easy, guys.
Yeah, I mean, again, as I said, he's got a lot of work cut out for him, having to go up against Wang Zhepeng. Here is the catch and shoot from the left wing. They get another chance, and he curls through. Ooh, loses handles of the ball. And from the top, still no good. And there is a bucket for Zhejiang University. Now we got the crowd going.
That's good. That's good hustle. He's worked extremely hard. He's got most of the production for this game for Zhejiang University. That's Liu Kaibo. Good stuff.
Yeah, he's logged in 9 points now.
He's going to stay locked in. The good pass. Pump fake. Gets the chomp on the up fake. Posting up. And that they love that low post position. Backing, fade away. No joy. Tap. Gets it back. Oh, there's a foul right there because that man right there, Kaibo, just smashed into him. And I think it was his shoulder that came in. Let's have a look here. Yeah, that shoulder barge. And it is the University of Beijing's Fu Jingwo who draws the foul. Bounce pass. Shoots for the triple. Too strong.
Going high for the boards. Now bringing it back to Zhang's possession. Trying to find some support. There's Shen Bo. Unable to find a man up the top. Another chance. Foul call on Beijing University. Might be Liu Zhirong once again. Yep. Pulling Shenrong's arm downwards. Holding foul for number 7. He's already got 3 personal fouls on his stats line. As we start up from the sideline for Zhejiang University, coming in from the left over the tall Wang Zipeng, and they're gonna count that, and he will get a free throw at the line. That is Zhang Xuanrui. He finally makes a bucket in this game.
He's actually a very, very friendly guy. Zhang Xuanrui, very, walking around the hotel saying hello to everybody. He's quite confident to speak in English. So converts the three-point play. And University of Beijing, they cannot get complacent in this one because these hometown boys, they want to prove a point to the University of Beijing. And University of Beijing have sort of dropped it a little bit in terms of energy and efficiency. They have not scored in this period, whereas the Zhejiang University's team has scored 5. Brings it up. And looking, scanning. Nice pass. But there was a bit of a double team. Goes for it and one. Their first basket of the quarter, and that came from Fu Jingbo. And Fu Jingbo, that is his first basket of the game. Good spin move. Yep, there was the contact in the face by the opponent, Zhang Zhou-Niel. His bicep just went into his nose, and that's why it sent him to the line for a potential three-point play. Three-point journey is complete in that play, so well done to Jingbo.
Back to Zhejiang. Xuanrui finding support, and he's gonna pull the trigger, and there he goes. Looked like he stepped on the line, would have been a long 2.
That was a good shot, though.
Yeah, 29-16 is now the score.
So the scoreboard looking a little bit more respectable. Takes it to the rack and beats everyone off the dribble. Splits that defense, and that's his second consecutive basket, Fu Jingbo.
Yeah, quick answer back by Beijing University. Xuanrui once again at the top, guarded by Wang Zipeng. Sets up the pick and roll. Has to reset. There's denied entry with Cao Sijie. He pulls up for the 3. Out of bounds, and it's Beijing's ball.
And at the start of this quarter, Taylor, the University of Beijing haven't elected to shoot for 3s rather than just hit the opponents in transition, which they've been doing quite well. And
it's a good strategy. I mean, I think the point of that for these to hustle them is to just wear them out, because again, 34, Zhang Xuanrui, he's not getting very many minutes off the bench.
But I tell you what, though, the referees are getting a lot of whistle action, and sometimes when these games are so physical, these games could take quite a long time to finish. Back to Zhejiang.
Yeah, score now 31-16. Again, another pick and roll play, but they're still not working. Again, you got the massive Beijing University players really creating a wall in the paint. And the long 2 does not fall.
Good rebound by Jingbo. He's played really well in the last couple of minutes. 4 points, crossover, thought about the pull, out, releases for the 3. Rims out, gets the rebound, goes inside, and gives that completely away.
Yeah, a little bit off, just a little.
So University of Beijing, they've sort of, I mean, no disrespect, it's not like it's not lack of effort or everything, but they've just dropped it up a little bit And that has to be the credit of Zhejiang University coming pretty hard at them because they're just trying to trim that lead. And then they've done a pretty good job, sort of half deficit.
Yeah, they're doing as much as they can, but with Beijing University with a steady lead, Wang Li choosing to have his assistant coach coaching the men on the court right now, and fighting through is number 6, drawing a foul. That's Shao Yu. Getting a foul from number 10, Fu Jingbo.
Ooh, that elbow went to the chin. Ouch.
Yeah.
And he's telling the referee, hey, I got hit in the chin.
Right.
You know, that's a legit foul call.
Number 6, Shao Yu, he cashes in the first one. And from the previous game, he might score more than the last game. He only had 1 point, 1 rebound, and 2 assists. Now he's 2 for 2 today.
31-18, over 6 minutes to go. It's been a little bit of very, very tactical game and strategic game, playing a little bit of chess, trying to feel each other out, hand off. Not so physical just yet, but it can be. Switches on the jet shoes, gives it up. Got to watch the shot clock. Got on a trip as there was 3.1 seconds to go before the shot clock expired. When the referee blew it down, and I think it's going to be 2 shots for the University of Beijing.
It's going to be a foul call on Zhang Zhaoning. Again, throwing that shoulder into the Beijing player. That is Wang Zhipeng.
Wang Zhipeng has not missed today, so he wants to keep it perfect. Sorry, he has missed. He's missed 1 shot. 4 of 6. And this is a big man who's got range, so that's a very, very nice skill set to have.
Yeah, absolutely. He is on the Chinese national B team for good reason. Turnover back to Beijing.
I'll be happy to be on the Chinese national D team. Great basket right there. And they're just piling on the scoreboard, University of Beijing.
Yeah, here comes Shao Yu bringing the ball back over to Zhejiang's side. Offensive foul, very clearly, as we see the elbow being thrown up. Let's take a look. Okay, maybe not elbow, but certainly a little bit too much force from Liu Kaibo.
Let's just say that hurt a lot.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So he goes to the bench. Sorry, that's Zhang Zhou Neil. And back on court is Angsa Muhiyati, I think, the coach of the University of Beijing wants a bit of 3-point shooting. So the best man to do that is Angsar. Lost the handle, careless.
Here we go. There's a cookie for Zhejiang University. Here comes a breakaway. Peng Yu stopped in his tracks. Xuan Rui up against Wang Zhipeng. Oof, right idea, couldn't connect.
Great how University of Beijing secure the rebound first and then slowly bring it up. Looking for straight double team. Got to shake off the double team. Nice cut and dunks to the... That's called a Dunkin' Donut moment. Do you want jam in it? He does. What a flush. What a stuff. Wang Haoling. He's got 5 points and 4 rebounds.
It's really rubbing salt into the wound for Zhejiang University. Still have yet to round it up to 20 points. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Somebody's got to make moves. There's a Euro step Hail Mary that goes around the rim.
Here come University of Beijing. High screen at half court. Just getting low. About to set another screen so they can get the separation. Didn't need to. Look how they're just holding the ball and just palming their opponents off. Come and get it. Screen. Oh, good show hard there by Zhejiang's number 16, Ding Xiao Feng, who got 10 points the other day. Well, 10 points in the first half anyway. So, you know what? I'm going to say it, Taylor. Quite impressed. Despite the scoreboard, I'm impressed with Zhejiang. I am very impressed with them, how they're trying to take it to them, trying to draw it all in, and just hold off this not gentle giant, this very physical giant.
Yeah, they're exerting a lot of their energy on defense. Unfortunately, that's not really giving them that many good open looks. transitioning back to offense for the men in white.
Chen Se-yu with the 2 pair of free throws. And 4 minutes to go before the end of the first half.
Beijing University man-to-man defense is tight on Zhejiang University. They still have possession with 7 seconds left to go. He's got a body bump up against the giant. That is number 12, Deng Yihao.
Deng Yihao is just a great two-way player. Lost the handle, but gets it back. Angsar kicks to the corner, wide open for the 3. Bang! Hao again! The triple is good, and they are firing on all cylinders. University of Beijing.
That was a tough shot made in the corner. You see the stats line, Beijing University 9 assists, Zhejiang with only 2. Hook pass and foul call for number 12, Deng Yihao. And we've got a sub coming in from Beijing University at number 31, Xiong Junjie, as we take a look at that last play with 25, Ren Haiyang at the line.
Oh, he gets it. It went everywhere and in.
Yeah, he's got 1 point now on his stats line. Just 1 point at that.
Chen Se-yu has been so good with the rebounds. He's playing a very, very different type of point guard position where he moves all around and then brings it into it. Bounce pass on the inside for the reverse. No joy.
Right idea, but he got outnumbered and couldn't finish.
Backdoor cut.
A little too strong. Here comes a 3.
Tap, collects. Good pass. Here he comes. Takes the elevator and lays it up and in. Tian Yihao, timeout called. And what can you say to your players after you just being given a lesson here currently? Take the learnings and Taylor, your comments.
Well, I would say Ma Weiping is going to tell them to settle down and don't play to Beijing University's game. Again, they're looking pretty worn out, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're working their socks off defensively.
Yeah. They're Under Armour socks? Shout out to Under Armour for dressing all 12 players in AUBL, as well as Ben Ibrahim. You're rocking the white polo yourself.
Look, I am going to be wearing this white polo every day of the week, you know, and I love the Under Armour. It's just very comfortable in the socks and the shoes. So thank you, Under Armour. Seriously, you know, having a great brand like yourself backing us up is a privilege. I was hoping he'd go for the dunk here, but he went for the layup.
Again, that would just be really salt to the wound, as I mentioned earlier, because they've got quite a lead here.
Angsar Muhiyati with 9 points and 1 rebound. It feels like he's already, you know, got about 12 or 13 points, but the coach of the University of Beijing team using him sparingly. And, you know, I mean, you don't want to, I mean, yes, this is a big game and the crowd is just getting bigger and bigger by the minute, but you don't want to risk any major injuries.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about the safety of the players, as Cuba's season should be starting around the fall. So not too far from now. Here's the cut in. There's a kick out. Pulls up for the 2, and there's nothing but nylons. Good shot by Zhejiang University.
Good shot by University of Beijing. They want to respond really, really quickly. They don't want to give the... Yep, there was a foul on the floor right there. But they, like as I was saying, they don't want to give their opponent any sniff or breathing space that they think they can come back into this game. One thing about the University of Beijing men's and women's teams that I've commentated over the years, they've got this psychological edge that they like to hammer you and break you and say, you're not coming back into this game. You know, and they don't say much. It's not trash talk or anything.
Right.
You know, in Asia, there's not much trash talk, but it's just like this psychological look, this deadly look, the way they play basketball. And we've got you. And puts it away. Well done, Xiong Jin Chuen.
What do they say? Silent but deadly. As Xu Ziming brings it back over. We're seeing him on the court for the first time. And Cao Sijie coming in around candy cane curl, draws a foul. Free throws are coming for Zhejiang University.
Well, some much needed production and gotta hit your free throws. How many times have we said that in this competition?
Yeah, if I had a quarter for every time you say you gotta make those free throws,
Hey, it's your bread and butter, man.
I'd be able to buy a foot-long Subway from 1990
A Big Mac?
with inflation.
Okay, you're not my friend anymore.
Cao Sijie at the line. He's logged in 15 minutes. He's made 0 from the field. Let's see if he can get those free throws in. 45-21 is the current score. We are towards the end of the first half of this matchup. This is Group A play. More fans are funneling in at Beijing Gymnasium.
Yeah, it's great to see.
Yeah.
Hopefully more to come.
Absolutely. More exciting stuff at 7:30.
Yeah, hopefully they can get loud, even though their team is trailing by double digits. And coming on court is Duan Shen Ting for the University of Beijing. As Chen Ziyu on the bench, he's had a really good game thus far, Chen Ziyu. He's got 6 points, so that's good. It's good for his confidence. Here they come, building it up. Moving screen. Protecting. Trying to step in for the steal. Trying to do a cross. On the wing, feed. Backing. Fade away. Off target, but they get the rebound. Sloppy, but they get it back. Up. And good D.
Lands into the hands of Niu Yanbo. Trying to create a fast break opportunity. No entry allowed for Zhejiang University. Xu Ziming swinging it over to the right. 9 seconds left. Man-to-man defense gets a travel violation on number 25, Ren Haiyang.
I mean, no pun intended. We said this a few times as well, Tay, but that Great Wall of China, it's just that you can't get through. It's like they set up this wall that you can't penetrate. It's amazing. It's like a 2-3 zone that, no, you're not going to get through. Drives the lane up. Oh, rejection.
Ooh.
But foul. Oh, I thought that was clean.
That looked pretty clean to me. I mean, we got to take a look at that replay.
Let's look. Okay. Yeah, that looked clean.
You know what?
No, where was that? I mean, I'm not trying to insult the referee because I like him. He's a good guy. But that looked clean.
I mean, look, you can't be perfect with every single call.
Yeah. You're only human. And he gets that to go. And a bit of a clumsy shot. Li Jia Ray. And that's his 6 minutes played. First point of the game. He's more of a role player. 2 out of 2 for Li Jia Ray.
51 seconds left in regulation. And here comes Xu Ziming. Back to Haiyang. Oh, misfire pass, too far outwards. Another turnover for Zhejiang University. This is just kind of, they're really playing flat right now, honestly, even after that timeout call.
And the coach caught the ball, and he just gave him this look.
I mean, at this point, I think they're trying to get the head coach to play.
He's like looking at them and said, "You guys," you know. So anyway, that was a funny moment. That would have been a.
The expression on
that would have been
Wei
great.
Ping's face.
That would have been great content, actually, on social media.
Memeable moment, perhaps.
Stops the clock. Game clock back on.
Shot clock running down. 15 seconds left. Beijing University not making it easy for Zhejiang's final possession. And here's the long two, rattles out of the rim. They recover, 10 seconds left in regulation, and he finds his man under the basket, and free throws are coming for Zhejiang University. Foul call on number 8, Liu Suoren.
Yeah, that's too handsy. Way too handsy.
Yeah, we see a couple of fouls in that instance. Hard to tell, but they give the foul to number 8 as we have free throws for Niu Yanbo. No points for him. He's only got 1 rebound in his stats line. Zero for 2. He still has yet to break that goose egg. That rolls out of bounds.
1.8 to go, so University of Beijing are just going to heave this.
Look like the score table kind of let the clock run a little bit, but they're not going to change it up much at all.
No.
And Zhejiang with the final possession, 1.8, lobs it upwards. Oh, still couldn't get a bucket. And just like that, that's the end of the first half.
Yeah, that is the end of the first half, and they were a bit unlucky not to get that catch and shoot situation, but it was a well-designed play. And the score currently, after 2 quarters of basketball, University of Beijing 47, and their opponent in the white tops, Zhejiang University 23. Looking at the stats and the three-pointers, 3 big three-pointers made by the University of Beijing, none by the Zhejiang University, but the rest, it is just University of Beijing controlling this, Tay.
I mean, there's nothing that needs to be said that we're seeing on the stats line. Zhejiang University, they're not really known to be 3-point shooters anyways, but unfortunately, they couldn't compensate really anywhere else, to be honest. I mean, look, they have a whole second half left to go, so, we'll see what come what may for Zhejiang University, but Beijing University is a powerhouse.
all the champions, do you dare to stand here? Represent your team. Represent your school. Make all Asia set its signs on you. The next chapter is here. A new legacy awaits. History starts now. To all the champions, do you dare to stand here? Represent your team. Represent your school. Make all Asia set its signs on you. The next chapter is here. A new legacy awaits. History starts now. To all the champions, do you dare to stand here? Represent your team. Represent your school. make all Asia set its sights on you. The next chapter is here. A new legacy awaits. History starts now.
It's a little bit of a tall order right here in Hangzhou. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim and Taylor Chen. Our live coverage of the AUBL, the third game of day 3, and the University of Beijing absolutely taking Jia University, well, to the cleaners, and as a big scoreboard at the moment, 47-23 for Beijing University, the national champions of China. But Zhejiang University are trying very hard, trying to stick with it, trying to stay relevant, and they're giving it their absolute all. That's the intangible of the game, but tangibly, in terms of the stats, well, they just can't get their shots, and that defense of Beijing University, that interior defense of Beijing University, too strong, Taylor Chen.
Too strong. I mean, circling back to what you had mentioned earlier, they're going to stick it through the remaining of the 2 quarters. You know, obviously, a big part of it is to save face. This is their home. This is their home stand. We got the fans here from Zhejiang University. It is within Hangzhou City, but also just to bring back their shooting. Just their performance overall, it's just it kind of trailed off. It became a little bit flat, and overall, their shooting is just much to be desired. They're shooting at 19% from the field, and again, as I mentioned earlier, they're not outside shooters either. So they're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
A very hard place, and the top performers for the University of Beijing, Wang, number 21, 10 points and 2 assists, and Angsar Muhiyati with 10 points and 2 assists as well. So, you know, these guys are just chalking it up. And one thing good, I mean, a very nice problem for the University of Beijing coach. He's just rotating players, not getting too complacent that he wants to fall into a hole, because anything can happen in the second half. And don't forget, this is the 3rd day. Tomorrow is the 4th day of this competition, AUBL, and the players and the coaches are going to have a little bit of rest. The players will rest, but the coaches, well, they'll have to go through a lot of film, dissect the strengths and weaknesses of the respective teams, and then see what happens. But, you know, Taylor Chen, what do you expect in the second half? Your opinion once again.
Well, it's going to be tough. You mentioned earlier that head coach Wang Li has been really good about rotating in and out of his players. So we're expecting to see that again, because, you know, we're looking at the stat sheets and they've got so many points, or so many shooters who can make these buckets. I mean, 9 shooters total, as opposed to Zhejiang University 6. I mean, you know, this is better than nothing, but it's a big difference between the 2 teams right here. The only 2 stats that Zhejiang University has over Beijing is offensive rebounds and steals. They got 4 steals as opposed to Beijing's 2.
So let's see what happens. Hopefully, again, I mean, you know, even though I'm calling the play for, you know, Beijing and you're focusing more on Zhejiang, I really want Zhejiang to really throw the kitchen sink at it and just try to make it as competitive as they can. You know, if they can get it down to 15 points or 12, that's a moral booster. In the lane, releases it to the corner, sends it for the 3. Couldn't get there. Flew in for the follow and the rebound and the basket. That was a Superman flight mode as he jogs back. Fantastic stuff by Chansu Yu.
Back to Zhejiang it goes. Score now 49-23. Woof. foul call at 8 seconds left of the shot clock. And that is 31's first personal, Xiong Junjie. A little bit too handsy in that instance. The shot clock is set at 14. We're starting off from the sideline, and that does not fall for Zhang Xuanrui.
Brings it up and just backpedaling a little bit because there's too much defense in front of them. They're just holding it here. Oop, clumsy, but they got it back. Over 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Will they go for the three? In the lane, not try to lob it. Turnover.
Coming back over, Zhejiang finds Shenrong. He's going to bully ball into the bucket up against Wang Zipeng. Finally getting it over the national team player. Now with 7 points.
Sorry about that. Sets the screen. In the lane from the elbow. Good pass from the elbow. And as he goes up for the layup, he's fouled. And he knows it too. He made that very, very, very critical error. That's Chao Siu Jie. And clumsy, and he knows it as well. Let's have a look here. Yep. Just an absolute slap on the wrist.
That was a karate chop.
Yeah. 49-25. Wang with 5 points. Make that 6. And this is Wang Haoling, who's been very, very steady today. Very, very consistent. One of their main post players. They've got two very strong post players. It's himself and Dian Yihao.
Yeah, and he's not selfish with playing basketball either. He's also racked up 4 assists in this game. Here's a downhill pass to Shenrong, and another bucket for number 34 over Wang Zipeng. Caught him sleeping once again.
That's a good hook shot. That was a very, very good hook shot. So well done to him. Gives it. Looking off the dribble, out. Takes the contested 3, bang! And another one. Their threes are just very, very consistent today, Beijing University.
Yeah, they're sitting at 42% at the first half. We got a bunch of snipers in this team.
Off the long rebound, here they come down the middle. Will they laser it? Laser pass to the corner, sets and shoots. Ooh, in and out, rebound. Will they reload from a different shooter? Screen. Turns it over. Here they come.
Lackadaisical pass from Beijing University. That's going to be another turnover. Let's see if they can convert the turnover to points. He's driving down in the middle. That's a pretty risky move, but they recover. Oh, good patience, but denied entry. That was number 5's first block, Chen Shiyu.
Shen Shiyu, and the coach is looking on. He goes, why did you give him so much contact? Don't slap him. Block him. Yeah, he meant well though.
Yeah, that wasn't a karate chop per se, but definitely didn't need to make full contact there from the corner. Pulls up for the 2, and nothing but nylon for number 8, Liu Kaibo.
That's a good baseline jumper, and they're showing a little bit more promise. Jia University. Looking for the 3, bounce pass in the lane, got tied up and caught. Great D, keeps it alive. And you didn't see that on TV, but they just came flying past the commentator's box.
Yeah, I felt a nice breeze. A little sweaty, but breeze nonetheless.
It was like Clark Kent trying to race to the telephone box, if you remember, since I'm telling 90s jokes.
We would have had a major technical malfunction if they ran into us.
Oh, the massive. Oh, and went up. Took the lift and stuffs it in. Wang Zipeng. Look at those stats, Tay.
Yeah, field goal percentages. Beijing University 59-24 for Zhejiang University. Kicks it out from the corner, and he answers back with their first 3. Better late than never. That's number 16, Ding Xiaofeng.
Xiaofeng with a great shot. I mean, they've got to do more of that. Is that their first 3 of the game?
Yes, it is their first 3.
So more of that, please. Beijing controlling, crossing. From the base on the spin move, couldn't put it away. And they backpedal to try to play defense.
Yeah, spin cycle malfunction. Here's a back break opportunity. Oh no, too strong.
In the lane, hammer, no! Tried to go for the hammer, but it just came off the rim. And he was lucky that it got the rim around and dropped. Call that the lucky basket.
Yeah, he'll take the consolation with a bucket. Otherwise, it'd be an ugly founder, as I like to say it. There's a kick out. He finds his man. Oh, and another three, this time on the opposite end. Number 8, Liu Kaibo's bucket. 58-35, now the score.
Trying to protect it. They're trying to go downhill off the glass, and the referee said foul because of a pushing foul. And as he took flight, as he was racing to the rim, he got that push. And that push was by Liu Kaibo.
Yeah, a little bit too confident after making the three, then made that contact on 31. Xiong Junjie.
They're trying to hold their heads up high here, Taylor, the Zhejiang University team, because Beijing, the University of Beijing, is just hitting them with a lot of speed at the moment, and that transition speed, which is one of their major strengths. It's very, very hard to contend with. Pounds it at the line, puts it away. And this is one of their role players, Xiang Jin Chuan. And that's only his 3rd point of the game. So he's very, very happy with this. Trying to get the minutes, getting some baskets, getting some points. 60-35. Wow, that's a big scoreline.
But you know, to be fair, Zhejiang University has caught up with Beijing University. It's only 13-11 in this quarter, so they're only behind by a possession in this particular quarter.
Well, you got to
trying to find the bright spot. Trying to find the bright spot.
Like you said, try to take the moral win. I mean, I think if there's one thing you can go away from this game, regardless of the result, you can say, look, you outscored them here and here. So that's a bit of a confidence booster. I remember, a lot of coaches would say that to me over the years. And got to keep their confidence intact.
Shenrong.
Shot it off the dribble.
Yeah, too much of an arc.
Here comes Beijing. Look at that shape by the University of Beijing. They run their offense in a very structured way. Gives it. They don't actually hand it off. They just give it to you. Give it to the best offensive players. But turnover. 3-on-1.
It's a misfire pass. Back and forth. It returns the favor. And there's an and one for Ren Haiyang.
That was a good move, actually. Quick transition.
Yeah.
Hitting them at their own game.
Yeah, I'm liking the back and forth between Jing Xiaofen and Ren Haiyang as we get free throws for the men in white.
.443 to go at the line right now. Zhejiang.
Haiyang's got 3 points and still 3 points after that failed free throw opportunity.
University of Beijing need to step up on the accelerator. Not rushed accelerator, but just the consistent accelerator. They've got the target on their back for the mid-range. Or the free throw line jumper didn't go.
Yeah, Muyati still have yet to make a bucket in the 3rd quarter. Shi Ziming at the top. Quick passing around, sidestepping Beijing University. Once again, it's Liu Kaibo.
They have come alive, Zhejiang University, with their 3-point shots in this period. So that's going to give them a little bit of a lift. They're 20 points down. 20 points is not a massive lead. Yes, double digits, but catchable. Here comes their one and only man, Angsa Muhiati, fouled with 8 seconds to go. 3:51 left in the game. They're at parity with the University of Beijing, period to period, posting up, just backing in, trying to use that strength and length for the 1-foot shot. Couldn't get that to go, but they get the rebound out. Swing, drive, in the lane, release. And kick ball, says the referee, goes the other way. Good call.
And we see a Beijing University student calling number 8, thinking that should have been called a foul. That's Liu Shuren. It's turnover on his part. Zhejiang University will take it, having to crawl up from a 20-point deficit. Liu Yanbo, laser pass out, and takes it to the bank, cashes in that check. It is number 16, Ding Xiaofen. Thank you very much.
Banks it in. What a deposit. No ATM pin code required. Just work the angles, baby. And runner, no good. This is a bit of a run right here that Jia is hitting Beijing.
Muyati's got a little bit of a cold streak. Here's a catch and shoot opportunity. Oof. Could have been back-to-back buckets.
Muyati, pass. Bounce pass. He's stuck a little bit. Looking for a shooter. Muyati backpedaling on the wing. This is Din. Dian Yihao switches on the burners, on the turn. Lost the handle, grabs it. What? Oh, shot clock violation.
Good transition to defense from Zhejiang University and putting pressure in Beijing University, causing that scramble in the paint. I'd like to see more of that from Zhejiang University down the line with 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. And it's number 11, Xu Ziming, bringing it over to the men in white, and they call offensive foul.
Pushing foul. So. But the positive is 20 points scored for the boys in white, Zhejiang, and 13 points scored for, oh, what a steal.
Here you come, here's a turnover and touchdown made by number 11, Xu Ziming, and Beijing Gymnasium is loving that.
University of Beijing gotta pick it up right now. Their opponent is smelling that complacency, so 2 minutes to go. I think the coach will bring on his best 5 in the final quarter. They need a bucket to settle things down, to stop the bleeding. Jab, drive, in the lane, spin. Lost the handle. Ooh. Oh, things are crumbling a little bit for the University of Beijing.
Yeah, I think we're really seeing Zhejiang University come alive towards the end of the third quarter. And, you know, 20 points is it's a big deficit, not impossible, but pretty hard to get back. And just like that, they're only behind by 15 points. They're going to chip away, showing good patience there. And another check gets deposited in for Zhejiang University.
Well, they've scored 24 points in this period versus University of Beijing's 13. University of Beijing right now. Come on, they need a bucket. They can't muck around anymore. No more mucking around. And foul committed.
It's a relief for Beijing University. That's a foul call on Ding Xiaofen.
This is the problem when you're leading by such a big margin. You get complacent, shoots for 3, bang! That puts a Band-Aid on the bleed for this third period. Who else but the one and only Angsar Muhiati.
Yeah, he put a lid on it, finally getting a bucket in the quarter with a minute to go. There's a handoff to Ding Xiaofen and a long 2. Whoa, it rattles in, hitting the top of the backboard and into the circle.
If they can get to 51-52, this is game back on. Muhiati under pressure. Muhiati picks it up. Muhiati on the slip. He needs the pass. He's going to pass. Turnover.
Oh, let's see a turnover and a touchdown. Here he comes. Zhejiang University. Oh, no. Heartbreaker. Here's the put back in for Zhejiang University. Now score is 63-51.
What a quarter. Muhiati. Screen. Just slowing it down. There's about a 3-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Muhiati in the lane, takes it, doesn't make it.
Zhejiang University's got 4 seconds left, and it's counting down. Here he comes. Too strong, though. What a way to conclude the third quarter. What a great comeback by Zhejiang University.
That is massive. They were, at the start of the second quarter, they only scored 23 points. They scored 18 points. Oh, my gosh. Whoa. Amazing, amazing stuff.
Yeah, we're seeing the field goal percentages not being reflected from the first half, not translating well at all in the third quarter, and Zhejiang taking full advantage again. We just saw Muhiari. Now he's really good at making those ball movements, but again, he didn't make a single bucket until a minute left in the third quarter. Now we see Ma Weiping, typically very calm and collected, super animated now, giving a powwow chat to his troopers.
Well, he must be saying to his guys, you just embarrassed them on our floor. Even though they've got the lead, doesn't matter. They played quite bad. They were very, very shaky. Look at those stats. They're getting a lot closer right now. Look at the assists. 10 to 14. Steals. 10 steals there, Taylor. 10 steals. And that was why they were making, they turned those 10 steals into basket scoring opportunities. It is only a 12-point lead for the University of Beijing. And the University of Beijing, they have to wake up. If not, they'll be running suicides, well, tonight.
Yeah, a massive comeback. I mean, talking about the first half, they only had 2 assists. And shooting up to 10 assists in the third quarter. As we take a look at the moving highlights, I'd like to see how many turnovers that Beijing University has made and committed in the third.
Well, they found their range in that third period as well, so that helped in terms of chalking up production on the scoreboard. And they just ran and ran, hustled on the follow. Okay, together as one. Can they do it? Can they pull off the monumental comeback? Let's just wait to see and find out. And breaking down the stats. Beijing.
If we're listening to the crowd at Beijing Gymnasium, we're really seeing how, again, the hometown crowd really backing up their team has shown great dividends. As again, that energy is going to apply onto the court and, you know, give a lot more pressure to Beijing University. Clearly, it was showing up and working in Zhejiang's favor. As we start off with Zhejiang ball, men in white, Beijing University in red. And coming through, once again, is Shi Ziming. And he curls in, driving through, denies entry, trying to find help, skips it out. Ooh. Got number 7 with a hand in the cookie jar, uncontested shot. Ooh, around and out it goes. Great attempt for the putback, but it was a bit too short and change.
University of Beijing at the rack puts it in. And because they had 9 turnovers in the third period compared to their opponent's 1 turnover, so that what I said, steals leading to baskets. So University of Beijing calming it down a little bit.
And a beautiful shot from the top.
Okay,
Deng Xiaofeng makes the basket.
We have game very much on, 11-point game. University of Beijing, they look a little bit scared and worried. They've got to play two-way basketball. They stopped playing two-way basketball in the third period. Bounce pass, attacks the rim, goes from underneath and scores. Good job there by Wang Zhepeng.
Yeah, good block initially, but couldn't recover after the second to prevent the shot in by Wang Zhepeng. That's 14 points for number 21 and 3 assists. Bully ball. Too big, though. He's going to reset out on the perimeter and deep from downtown. Oof. Does not get it into the circle.
Quickly racing it up the court and just holding it at the logo up top. Wang Zhepeng, handoff. Wiyati, bounce pass, goes upstairs and tries to dunk it, but he just releases it as he went for the dunk. Didn't want to injure himself. And they are getting a lot of their points, well, all their points in the paint for University of Beijing in this period.
The gap is too close. There's not much to celebrate with that dunk. I'm sure Wang Li wouldn't want to see that. Here's a look away pass, kick out from the wing. Couldn't get the three-piece, but they get the board. And Liu Kaibo, with 10 seconds left, he pulls up for the 2, and it's nothing but nylon for Liu Kaibo.
That midi was very, very nice. Put that away. Great stroke. And I think they're going to try to shoot their way back into this game, whereas the University of Beijing just penetrate, drive the lane, and get it at the rim. That's what they're strong at. Use their bigs to their full advantage. Yep. Turn. It goes the other way. That's a travel violation. Wow. Didn't see that one.
Count their stars, and what we quickly saw on the stats line is Liu Kaibo has logged in 21 points and now 3 assists. And we have number 34, Zhang Shenrui, returning to the court. They're going to need his size to counteract against Beijing University. And coming down in the middle between the wall of Beijing, he gets the rebound and pats his stats for the two-piece.
University of Beijing, they've got to do a better job in terms of their interior defense. I mean, great first chance block, but then they let it go. And that's what that second chance. Look at that pressure that they're trying to apply for the steals. That's what led to the 9 turnovers in the third period. Now they've got the package. Handoff, bounce pass, attacks, and an almost and one, but he gets fouled as he went upstairs. Wang Zhepeng, he's been very, very good in this game for the University of Beijing. He's got 18 points. He is the leading scorer in this game. Actually, the second leading scorer in this game. And leading scorer for his University of Beijing team. As both teams go to the benches, the respective benches. Plenty of time left in this one. Taylor Chen, it is only an 11-point ball game. At one point, it was a 25-point ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. They really picked up the pieces after I'm not going to lie, it was a pretty dismal first half.
It was.
What an incredible comeback. They almost hit 30 points in the third quarter. We did not see a comeback like this in their last game against Konkuk University. And this is up against a team that is even larger than Zhejiang University. Again, emphasis on the fact that you got Ansar Muyadi as well as Wang Zhepeng in the lineup, but you have scrappy players that we're seeing on the screen. That is Liu Kaibo, again, talking about him being dominant for Zhejiang, scoring 21 points, 3 assists, and getting 1 steal in his bag.
Well, you know, I'm just at 23 points. Look at that. Like, as you said, the stats, 4 rebounds as well, 2 3-pointers, and 9 of 18 from the field. That is impressive. But, you know, University of Beijing, if they want to see this out, they've got to get back to that two-way basketball. That transition needs to go back into place. That transition was very inconsistent in the third period. So, like I said, put up the Great Wall of China, Great Wall of Beijing. 18 points for Wang. Couldn't put that away. And the crowd happy about that, giving him some love. Can he make 1 out of 2? And he does put that away with ease. Mo Mantai stopping the clock.
Yeah, they got time to spare. 7 minutes on the clock in the final quarter. There's a drive through the middle. Denied entry. He's going to try again, but then now there's a kick out. And from long two, Shenbo's shot does not fall, but he gets his own rebound. Long two. This time around, it falls. Nothing but net from the right-hand side. That is number 25, Ren Haiyang.
It's like their confidence has woken up from the three-point line. So, like I've always said in this competition, teams will throw the kitchen sink with the three-point shots. Takes it to the rack, and he's fouled, and he will get 2 shots. That's Angsa Muhiyati. And Angsa with 12 points thus far. He's got 2 fouls and 2 players in foul trouble for Beijing University. That is Zhang Paowen with 4 fouls and also Liu Qilong puts it away. This man very, very rarely misses. So for the boys in white, the hometown heroes, Zhejiang University, they just got to keep pressing, got to keep sticking with it, stopping the clock, and doing as much as they can.
Yeah, still taking all the time he can. Cao Sijie will be bringing it over to Zhejiang. Starting in from the right pull-up jumper, around and out it goes.
Good rebound, sprinting. That's the transition that they're looking for from the baseline. In the lane, on the turn with a hook shot. Nice. Calms it all down. Wang Zhepeng, he's probably a contender for play of the game.
Yeah, a different style of play right now. Beijing University are running on fast breaks, while Zhejiang University, you know, you see them stopping the clock and taking their time, just trying to play simple basketball here. Chipping away at the deficit. Here's number 0, Cao Sijie. Swinging over, around, down in the middle. Finger rolls it in, left it wide open. That's Ren Haiyang.
Got to be a bit more aggressive on that. Try to get that block. High screen, not the best screen. And just posting up outside the arc. Up top, couldn't penetrate. No backdoor cutters. Got to watch that shot clock. Put it up now. And wouldn't land in. And pushing foul. And still with 14 seconds to go on the shot clock. We are almost at the halfway point of the fourth quarter. One thing that I would do if I was the University of Beijing, I would really try to, lock down on that perimeter defense, because the boys in white, Zhejiang University, getting a lot of production from downtown Pound Town. You don't want that. Up, no joy.
And there goes, you see it going high for the rebound. And here's a breakaway. Denied entry, though, coming in, ambushing Zhejiang University is number 24, it looks to be. Oh, my goodness, that was a volleyball smash by Zhang Baowen.
That was an octopus block.
Crazy wingspan. Ooh, risky pass out beyond the perimeter. He drives down the middle. And the whistle comes for Beijing University, and free throws are a-coming for number 34, Zhang Xuanrui. Take a look at that replay. I love how they're really not afraid of driving down in the middle where the key is, and we got free throws being rewarded for Zhejiang University, and Xuanrui drops in the first.
Well, this, to make it, is 63. Oh, misses that. Rebound, pull down. Comes down with it, Wang Zhepeng, as he brings it up the court, and he's just trying to slow it down as much as he can. He's hard to guard. He's a big man. Hand off, or gives it to him. To the rim, pump fake, gathers, reverse. Nicely done. Wang Zhepeng.
Yeah, Beijing University keeping it simple there, running a pick and roll on Zhejiang, and it worked out really nicely, and didn't have to take too much effort. Ball gets rolled around, and Xuanrui recovers it, sidestepping 8, here it comes, no good, and the whistle comes once again. A stoppage in play, that's going to be Liu Zhirong's personal foul.
So the physicality has really, let's look at that, The referee blew it down already. And going to the bench for University of Beijing, Liu Qilong.
Yep, he is done for the rest of the game. He's fouled out with 4.5 minutes left on the clock. Shot clock has been reset. No penalty shots just yet. And down the middle it goes.
Block.
Denied entry, number 14. Wang Haoling bringing it over to Beijing University.
To the rack, yes! It all started with a block and then brought it up very, very quickly. Here we go, not long left, 4 minutes plus.
How is that Zhejiang University going to respond? And a contested shot does not go into the circle.
Security of the rebound by Zhepeng. He's my nominee for player of the game. I'm saying it now. Doesn't matter about the result, but he has played absolutely so well. Not a flashy player, but he hits the big shots, makes the big blocks, rebound.
Whoa! Denied
Rejection.
entry, do not pass go, do not collect 200, and that should be an unsportsmanlike foul on the Beijing University student, number 21, Wang Zhepeng.
Yeah, speaking of, I just said that he was the player of the game, and then he did that. Oh, that's rough.
I think he still could be player of the game, but you said that he was making not as many mistakes. That was a pretty big mistake.
Well, he heard me. He must have really, really heard me. So, 2 shots. And Agent Zero of Zhejiang, Chao Xiujie.
Is at the line alone, and he bakes in the first one. Score 78-64. They still got some work cut out for them. Not much time is left. He now logs in 4 points.
So they get the ball back because of that technical committed by Zhepeng. The big man. I think I'm going to take a photo with him at the end of this tournament, and then I'm going to put on Instagram, I am short.
Shi Ziming inbounding. And down there, reset out to the perimeter, look away pass, and another pull-up jumper that hits the backboard, but into the hands of Beijing. But no, back to Zhejiang it goes. Good recovery, and he's gonna pull up once again over two Beijing players.
Jingbo with the rebound, very, very good security. And then on the wing, didn't elect for the shot. Pump fake, hook shot, another hook shot. That's his signature move, Wang Zhepeng.
Yeah, you see the trailers waiting for Zhepeng. They had confidence in Zhepeng, even though he was outnumbered 3-2.
25 points, 4 assists.
Shenrui at his position, now at the wing, is moving onwards to the top. Ding Xiaofen with the shot clock going on. Hail Mary shot does not fall in.
Easy rebound, here they come, racing to the rim. The long, lanky Spider-Man couldn't hit the target, and the follow was clumsy. And miscommunication that was rushed by Tian Yihao. And then he collided with his teammate as they were both off the miss, as they were both trying to get the rebound. He was trying to grab his own miss, and his teammate was just trying to come in for the follow. But 2:33 to go. A 15-point lead for the Beijing University team, who were outscored in the third period. Let the record show. And the big fella, Wang Zhepeng, to the bench. That's interesting, with 2:33 to go.
Showing a lot of confidence in the men on the court right now, and that might bite them in the butt. And here he comes one-on-one, and that whirlpools right in.
Sloppy, the turnovers in the second period. And I'd love to look at their total number of turnovers in this game straight after this. I think that's something that the coach will address. In the lane, good defense, good rejection, but they get it back. Pump fake. And fouled as he went for the basket, and he will get 2 shots. Tian Yihao with 6 points. And at the line right now, he had a good game yesterday. Puts it away, rattles in. And just trying to buff up that security in terms of the scoreboard. 14-point lead for the University of Beijing. The boys in red tonight. Knocks it in, 82-67.
And over and back, Cao Sijie back on the court. Ren Haiyang, fancy pass behind the back. Stuck at the wing, trying to make entry. And Shenrui trying to fight through, but he is too small for Wang Haoling.
Wang Haoling with a good rebound. I mean, they've done that well. I think that the rebound contest is no contest, almost a steal, but they get it back. Jingbo still protecting off the skip pass. Releases. Should have taken the shot, if you ask me. Turnover!
Misfire, desperate move. Still, Ren Haiyang, and an uncontested shot once again at their bread and butter spot. 4-3. It's Cao Sijie. Knocks down a 3. He's in his bag like DoorDash.
12-point ball game. A couple of threes would make it interesting. Can they get it down to a single-digit lead for the boys in white? Beijing drives. Putback is good. Good hustle by Fu Jingbo. That's his 7th point of the game. And you would say they are almost there in victory lane, University of Beijing.
Cao Sijie driving in with a kick out. Shenrui going in physical. He will get free throws. That is foul call on Wang Haoling.
So let's have a look at the highlights here. To the rack. Tried to put it in, and he's been solid. He's been very, very solid. And 10 points tonight. Not so consistent from the free throw line, though. Shuiri
Good effort. He had a tough time guarding Wang Zipeng in the first half. Exerted a lot of that energy in doing so. But again, thanks to his other players, talking about six-man, Liu Kaibo is now with 23 points. You see the free throw stats that quickly showed up just now.
They only missed 3 free throws. The University of Beijing. Oh, caught again. Turnover.
Looked like a nutmeg pass, but that did not go into the hands of Beijing University. It's going to be another turnover, and it's back to Zhejiang with the possibly final possession left here, and Shen Rui kicked it out. From the top is Cao Sijie.
Take the 3.
And the shot clock is 2 seconds left to go. A Hail Mary that is too low and not deep enough.
So 3.8 seconds. They're just going to ride it out. They've got this. But it wasn't pretty. You have to give it to Jia University for really trimming it down, and to lose to these guys by only 14 points. That is, in a very metaphoric, euphemistic way, nothing short of spectacular. I know for a fact that the University of Beijing coaching staff will not be happy with that performance, how they took the foot off the gas in the third quarter, how many times they turned it over, and how they left it. They left their opponents wide open on the three-point line, and their opponents took it and they hit a number of threes to crawl their way back into the game. You know, this could be a potential, podium game. This is, at the end of the day, it's University of Beijing 84, Zhejiang University 70. Looking at the stats right there, I mean, look, it just got closer and closer. Look at those 6 3-pointers by Zhejiang, and most of it came in the second half.
Yeah, 4 of them, it came from the third quarter. Now, the biggest thing that we're seeing from Zhejiang's side is actually the steals, 14 steals over Beijing University's too. Again, we're looking at the third quarter. It was really in this, really saw a point of weakness in Beijing University. When they're not in their A game, Zhejiang University was able to get them back, and we'll figure out the player of the game, and no surprise, number 21, Wang Zipeng.
It didn't take a lot of figuring out. It was very much logical.
Oh, no, not at all.
This big man right here, I think 25 or 26 points. Like to look at his numbers officially as the stats come in very shortly. But Wang Zipeng, a very good performance. His hook shots on the inside, how dominating he was. 25 points to be exact. So he deserves that. But I'm sure the big picture that he wants is the trophy of the inaugural AUBL 2025. The Asian University Basketball League. So the turnovers, I want to see the turnovers by the University of Beijing. 23 turnovers, oh my
亚洲大学
gosh.
生篮球联赛的比赛直播，站在我旁边的是刚刚又在本场比赛拿到了夸克本场比赛最佳球员奖的来自北京大学的21号球员汪志鹏。Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching AUBL. Now standing beside me at the Quaker Player of the Game, Wang Zhipeng from Peking University. 志鹏，注意到你已经轻车熟路了，刚刚领完奖，直接就往采访背景板这边走。第2次拿到我们夸克本场最佳球员奖，有没有什么不同的心情？
我是感谢教练还有队友对我的支持吧，然后让我拿到这个奖，对。
He just thanks to all the teammates and the coaches' support for this award. 相信呢，球迷们都是通过夸克了解到 AUBL， 了解到北京大学，了解到这么多优秀的球员们。那么接下来我们问问汪志鹏有什么话想要对支持他的球迷说的？
请大家持续关注 AUBL 联赛，关注北京大学，谢谢。
He just sent a message to the fans. Please keep tracking AUBL and tracking Peking University. Thank you. 接下来呢，进入了8强赛，是小组头名出现，即将对阵的是 B 组的第2名白欧大学，有什么展望吗？
首先他们是一个非常强劲的对手，然后跟我们的老对手清华大学打的也是难解难分，非常好看嘛。首先我们是放低姿态吧，然后去拼他们，对。
The Peking University gonna play against Hakuo University in the quarterfinals. They watched the game between Hakuo and Tsinghua University. They played a good match. So looking forward to the game. Thank you.
谢谢。
To Zoe. Back shortly for our wrap-up, everyone. So, that's the game. Even though it looked like, you know, if you were probably to look at the scoreboard, you would say, for the very first time and not watch the game, you'd say, okay, this was a bit of a whitewash, but it wasn't. In the first half, it was the University of Beijing, but in the second half, the hometown boys really gave it everything. They outscored the University of Beijing, but because the University of Beijing had too much, well, let's call it skill set in the paint in terms of getting to the rim and, you know, getting those points from hook shots and whatnot, that's how they really chalked it up. But a very entertaining game indeed.
They certainly made it a money's worth finally in the third quarter here at Beijing Gymnasium. Again, we got a very exciting matchup coming up at 7:30. But again, you know, Zhejiang made a run for Beijing University's money. Again, we kind of briefly talked about how Beijing University is the top contender for AUBL's first ever championship title.
Well, they are the favorites for this tournament right now with back-to-back victories, but they've now got a target on their back. Everybody will be breaking them down to see how they can get the competitive edge. So that is sport. That is great. Anyway, everyone, we're going to leave it there. Taylor, any last comments before we take a break and, you know, recalibrate for our next and final game?
Well, for me, the strategy, real quick, is just to catch them off guard and make them make as many mistakes and make them uncomfortable. So we'll see.
Yeah, and if you can shoot it from the outside, hit it downtown, pound town. From Taylor Chen, myself, Ben Ibrahim, and everybody here from the production team at AUBL, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you at our fourth and final game at 7:30 p.m. Take care and see you then.